Hello, the British Princess Meghan had a baby, and the radio show host of the BBC gave it a nickname. Can you guess what it is? Now, I got this story from the Chicago Tribune. It was published on May 9th, and that was last week. BBC radio host Danny Baker was fired Thursday after tweeting out a cartoon Wednesday representing the new royal baby as a chimpanzee in a suit with the caption, "Royal baby leaves the hospital." The firing came despite repeated explanations and apologies from the host. Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, born Monday to Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is the first mixed-race child in the royal family. Baker, who is an award-winning host as well as a comedy writer and a journalist, initially deleted the tweet and apologized for its contents. "Sorry, my gag pic of the little fella in the posh outfit has whipped some up," he tweeted first. "Never occurred to me because, well, mind not diseased. Soon as those good enough to point out its possible connotations got in touch, down it came, and that's it. All I can say is, wow." I will leave you a link to the publication in the description box of my video. And there you have it, folks. This Danny Baker, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he should have known there would have been major backlash from this, especially because of who he was making fun of. And he should have known better than to mess with the royals. But what do you expect? I mean, to be honest, though, it is kind of funny because, I mean, people are calling Meghan Markle black, but take a look at her. She's really biracial. She's not black. She doesn't look black. She don't even identify with being a black person. So I don't know why people would be up in arms about this. I mean, I get the racial connotation, and so did the host. He pretended like he didn't know, but come on, he knew exactly what he was doing. This is no secret here. I mean, everybody understands what it means to compare a chimpanzee to a black person. But to me, it doesn't fit here. That baby is going to phenotypically look white. He's not going to have any, I don't doubt he's going to have any trace of blackness on that baby. Meghan Markle is a mixed race person. And it's funny they said that she's the first mixed race, the baby's going to be the first mixed race child in the royal family. And I have some questions about that. I don't know. What do we call mixed there? So a person is only mixed if they're mixed with black. I mean, you can be mixed and be Asian and white. That's mixed also. Or if you're white and Indian, that's also mixed. So explain to me what they say when they say this is gonna be the first mixed baby, because I don't get it. I don't understand. For me, mix is mix. It doesn't always have to mean mixed with a black person, but that's what people think. I mean, that's the idea that people get in their head when they say a child is mixed, which is silly, because if you're mixed with one ethnic background with another, you're mixed. That's it. Period. Biology defeats ideology. I mean, people have an ideology, but it's not, a lot of times it's not based on science or fact. I mean, biology, you cannot argue with. If you have a white parent and you have a black parent, you are mixed. You're not black, you're not white, you're mixed race. Very simple and very straightforward. Now, do I think Mr. Baker should have been fired? That's debatable. I mean, the joke was in poor taste, of course, But it was a joke at the end of the day. But you have to know who to joke about and when to joke about things. And this was untimely, and he picked the wrong couple. I mean, obviously, he should have known. His boss should have stopped him. This is said, no, this is a bad idea. Don't do this. He should have known the backlash that was going to come from this. And it's funny, this story has been pretty quiet. I don't see a lot of YouTubers covering this. That's why I wanted to cover it, because I really didn't see anybody covering it. I saw a little blip about this the other day in Yahoo News, and I was like, what? And then how come people aren't talking about this story? I mean, because I know that when Meghan was getting married to Prince Harry, black women were all over this. A lot of them jumped on the bandwagon calling her black. But it's funny, if a black athlete or an actor would marry somebody that looked just like Meghan Markle, guess what? He would be a sellout. They would hate him. They would stop following him. They would immediately say that she ain't black. But all of a sudden, because she married Prince Harry, she's black now. Don't understand the mindset. Don't understand the rationale behind this. But actually, there is nothing rational about it. It's just silly. And as the former BBC British broadcaster Danny Baker said, well, mind, not diseased. And I guess that's a British thing. I mean, because the form of that sentence doesn't make sense in American, I guess. But anyway, this was the story. That's all I got to say about that. It was a little bitty blur, a little blip of a story. I didn't see much traction going with this story. So once again, this is Eddie Enigma, and you have been enigmified. The little fella in the posh outfit has whipped some up.